There are moments when the mind can move across a specific threshold and change the way it interprets and experiences reality. Something about the way you see the world, the way you imagine, and the way your thoughts organize what appears in front of you starts operating differently. That is what this guided meditation and hypnosis session is designed to do. As you follow this process, I will guide your mind into a position where it recognizes that the reality you experience is far more responsive to your awareness than you were ever taught. And when your mind aligns with this new perspective, it will start using that power in automatic ways, and your entire experience of reality will change. So for the next few minutes, simply stay with the sound of my voice and allow the experience to unfold exactly as it's meant to. And by the time we reach the end of this process, your mind will not be the same, and the way it creates reality will not be the same either. So let's begin. To begin, allow yourself to get into a comfortable position where you will not be disturbed. And you can close your eyes when you're ready and begin to settle in for the shift that's about to take place within you. And I want you to just imagine relaxing all of the muscles in your body, from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just use your mind to feel your body becoming relaxed and loose as you listen to the sound of my voice. And when you're comfortable, use your mind once more to focus your inner eyes on the space in front of you in your mind. And as you do, I wonder if you can notice how a spiral shape is forming in front of you, beginning to swirl gently. Just keep your awareness focused on that spiral now. And if you can't see it clearly, just sense how it's there. And as you become aware of this spiral, I want you to realize how your body is beginning to relax even more. And we can notice how this is taking place in different parts of your body, beginning with both of your feet. Just feeling your feet becoming heavy and comfortable, and so relaxed. And now your legs, noticing how they are so relaxed, as if they're melting into the space where you're resting. And now maybe you can notice how your arms and your hands are beginning to feel heavy too. They are heavy and tired, and so relaxed. Good. And now it's possible that your arms and your hands and your legs and your feet are starting to feel like they're weighted down, giving you the sensation of complete relaxation. And how the rest of your body is now joining in this heaviness and this relaxed state, everything becoming so heavy and yet so comfortable. And as you shift your awareness back to the spiral in front of you in your mind, have you noticed how it appears to be moving around and around? And then just become aware of the center of this spiral shape now. And as you do, perhaps you get the sensation of being drawn into it in a very easy and natural way. The spiral pulling you in and taking you on a journey deep within yourself, into the inner realms of your mind where creation is effortless and instant. And as the spiral goes around and around and around and around, your body just naturally moves with it. And you might even begin to feel how it's forming around you, and how you're being pulled into its comforting center. Your entire body still very heavy and very relaxed as this spiral takes you deeper within it, as if you're being drawn into a mysterious tunnel. You are going deeper and deeper into this tunnel now, deeper and deeper relaxed, as you are fully drawn into it. And you can just trust in the sound of my voice as it takes you deeper into hypnosis. And you can trust the spiral as it moves you further and further into your creative center. And as you hear my voice, you can feel yourself drifting along through the tunnel, going deeper and deeper and ever deeper than before. You are floating now, and feeling that floating sensation as your entire body relaxes, just weightless and floating now. Moving through this tunnel peacefully, feeling happy, carefree, so comfortably relaxed. Drifting deeper and deeper down into that comforting velvety blackness. The space where nothing matters. Into this space where nothing exists except your awareness and the sound of my voice and the healing music. And as you continue drifting softly through this tunnel, you might begin to notice something in the distance that you're floating toward. A faint glow, very soft at first, just a gentle light appearing far ahead of you. And as you continue floating forward, deeper and deeper relaxed, that light becomes a little brighter and a little closer. And you may notice something very interesting now as you drift toward this light. Because as you move closer to it, something else is happening at the same time. Everything behind you is disappearing. Every old memory, every expectation, every story your mind has ever carried, just fading quietly into the distance, as if they never existed at all. And as you move closer and closer to that light, there's a strange and wonderful realization that's beginning to form now. You are arriving somewhere completely new. A place where nothing has been decided yet. A place where nothing has been defined yet. A place where nothing has been written or created yet. And as you drift forward now, you may even begin to realize something extraordinary. When you emerge from this tunnel, you will be entering a world that has no past. Just a brand new space, a completely blank canvas, waiting to be created by you. And as you continue floating gently and softly toward that light in the most relaxed way, you may begin to sense something else. A feeling, almost like the moment before a first breath. The moment just before opening your eyes for the very first time. Because in just a moment, you're going to enter this brand new world. And when you do, you will have a clean slate to create it just as you wish. And now softly, easily, as you approach this light, as it becomes brighter and larger in front of you, you simply move through it with ease into this brand new world. And just noticing now how quiet everything feels. There's nothing here yet. No past, no memories of a time before. Just a clean, open space within your awareness. A blank canvas of possibility. And for a moment, you simply remain here, resting in this open space. Because in this place, there is only one rule. Everything that exists here is created by your mind. And maybe you begin to notice something now. Because as your awareness settles into this space, the first thing that begins forming is the body that you experience life through. And you can choose exactly how that body looks and how it feels. Because the only rule is that you create what you want with your mind. You are the supreme creator of this world, the ultimate power within it. Everything here follows your directions, your mental instructions, your imagination, and the way you create there. Everything follows that. So just imagine how you would like this body to look and feel now. All memories from the past world have completely dissolved, so you can choose anything you wish here in this new world. Simply make your mental images into the perfectness that you desire, and feel into them with your creative power. And you might begin to sense the way this body looks, how it carries itself. Perhaps noticing your new posture, or the way your body stands or moves. Maybe you can imagine and feel the expression on your face, an expression of joy and happiness, or possibly power and authority. The feeling of strength or ease within you. Perhaps you now create the sensation of perfect health and the vitality that accompanies that. Just allowing your mind to gently shape the body you experience life through in this world. And as you do, sense how the outline of this body is starting to form around you. How you are being constructed in this perfectness that you created in your mind from this position of supreme authority. this world responding to you perfectly, taking your mental instruction and delivering it back to you. And as you notice how easily this world responds to the directions of your mind, you may also begin to sense the space around you beginning to form. Because just as you created the body you now experience this life through, you can also decide what kind of world this body exists in. You are the architect of it now. That is the only rule here. And the environment, the landscape, the atmosphere of this place, all respond to your imagination in the same effortless way. So just imagine now where you would like to be. What kind of place feels perfect to you? And as you allow that image to form in your mind, notice how this new world begins assembling itself around that decision, around your imagination. Perhaps you imagine beautiful open spaces, or a place filled with nature and sunlight. Maybe it's a place of luxury and opulence. Or perhaps something entirely different begins to form in your mind. Whatever you choose, this world simply receives the instruction and begins creating it for you instantly. And as your environment takes shape around you, you may notice the colors becoming clearer, the textures of this place becoming more defined, the feeling of the air around you, the atmosphere of this world you've just created. Just allowing your imagination to fill in the details while you sense how effortlessly everything responds to your mental direction. And in a world like this, you may also notice that there are others who exist within it. People who share this reality with you. And just like everything else here, the people who appear in this world also follow the direction of your mind. You can simply use your imagination to create the kind of people who surround you and the way they behave, the way they speak to you, the way they see you and respond to you. So you can begin imagining now the kind of people who exist in this world that you're creating. People who reflect the world you've chosen to be in. People who treat you and all others with respect, appreciation, and warmth that belongs in a world designed by your mind. Just sensing how easily they begin to appear as your imagination gives them form. And as these elements continue forming around you, you may begin to notice something even more interesting taking place. This world you have created begins to move. It begins to unfold into experiences, into the life that naturally emerges within a world created by your mind. You might begin to sense the kinds of experiences that take place here, the things you do in this world, the places you go, the abundance surrounding you, the freedom you feel living within a reality that responds to your creative power. And as you imagine these experiences, notice how the feeling of them begins to move through your body now. This life unfolding effortlessly for you, responding to your design. Because in this world, everything is as you wish it to be. You create it with your mind, and it appears. Everything follows the direction of your mind. And the more clearly you imagine it, the more naturally this world forms around that instruction. So just allow yourself now to feel this life that's beginning to take shape. The body you created, the world you chose, the people who exist within it, the experiences that belong here. just sensing how all of it continues forming and stabilizing around you, responding perfectly to the creative power of your mind. And the longer you remain here, the more natural this reality begins to feel. As if existence was always supposed to be this way. As if this body has always belonged to you. As if this life has always been ready for you. And that feeling begins to move through your mind and through your body now. A quiet recognition of the creative power that exists within you. Because everything you are experiencing here has come from one place. Your mind. Your imagination. Your creative awareness. And just noticing how easily it all formed, with no effort, with just a playful and fun thought in your mind. Simply a decision, followed by the image, followed by those wonderful feelings that accompany it. In this new world, responding instantly to that. And you might begin to realize something very important now. Creation is easy in this world. It simply follows the directions from your mind. Always following the direction of your awareness, the images you hold, and the feelings you generate inside. And the same mind that created this reality here is the mind you carry with you everywhere now. And so you remain here for a moment, simply sensing this life you created, feeling the body you chose, the environment that surrounds you, the experiences that belong to you here. the more you observe this world, the more you play inside of it in your mind, the more real and stable it becomes. You are the ultimate creator of it. All experiences originate from you. You simply choose what you want to experience, and it's done. And as you continue sensing this world around you, you may notice how responsive it is to you. Almost as if the very fabric of this reality is aware of your thoughts. As if it's listening carefully to every image you form in your mind and every feeling you allow yourself to experience. And this world responds instantly, effortlessly shaping itself around the directions of your imagination. Just noticing how natural this feels now, how easy it is to create here. Because in this world, creation simply follows your awareness. And you might begin to explore that feeling now, allowing your mind to gently play with the new possibilities, perhaps imagining new experiences unfolding in this life you created, new opportunities appearing naturally, new places to explore, new moments of joy, success, freedom, or connection forming effortlessly in front of you. And as you imagine these experiences, you might notice how quickly this world begins arranging itself to support them. Circumstances aligning, doors opening, paths appearing in the direction of the life that you're creating. Because this world recognizes you as its creator. It recognizes the authority of your imagination. And everything here moves in harmony with the images and feelings that you generate inside. Because here, creation is simply the natural expression of your mind. And now you can simply rest here for a few moments, allowing everything you created here today to settle naturally into place. Your mind understands exactly what has taken place today. It understands the creative power that you used to form this body, this world, and the experiences that belong within it. And you can return to this creative space anytime you wish, allowing your imagination to continue shaping the life that you choose to experience here. For now, just allow yourself to relax even more deeply, resting comfortably while this new world continues stabilizing within your mind. Using your imagination to give it form and your awareness to give it life. And now everything simply continues supporting what you created here.